Hi, hello. Welcome to the episode of Isaiah's Newsstand. It's your host, Isaiah Edwards. The date is February the 10th, 2025. Hopefully, this episode finds you well, in good spirits, and high hopes. As for me, I'm doing pretty good. Happy Monday. Hopefully you got that lasagna today. Hopefully things were very Garfield. For me, they were. I felt like today was productive, not crazy. It was a good day back after a 3-day weekend for me. So yeah, we'd love to see it. Let's see. Food Corner last night. Food Corner last night was good. It was a little different, but also similar. I had some Brenner, chicken and waffles with some fries. But the add-on that made it special, made it different for me, was I added some gravy, some sausage gravy. And I gotta say, it was good. Definitely would do it again. Very yummy. I was missing some bread. I was missing some bacon, but I wanted to kind of like just do it a little lighter because I wasn't as hungry as I, normally am on a Sunday night. So, overall though, good meal. Really enjoyed it. Let's see. Is there really anything else I wanted to report? No, a little bit actually is going to be a bit of news tied in from last night, what we did. But yeah, let's go ahead and do our startup and we'll go ahead and get into it. Also, got to add while we were transitioning, the workout went well. No complaints there as well. All right. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Technically, going to start talking about, Super Bowl took place last night. Not usually a big, football enjoyer, sports watcher, but I gotta say, if you're telling me you got Kendrick Lamar on the halftime show, then we're definitely gonna, we're gonna tune in at least a bit. I will say I had a bit of trouble because I just normally don't watch TV. I don't have like a little adapter thing, so I can just watch like normal channels. So it was pretty much Tubi or bust. So luckily Tubi had it for free. I just had to download Tubi and I can watch that thing. It's worth noting just for the score. The Eagles won. It was 40-22. The Chiefs got shellacked, which was pretty crazy considering that I think it was like not a roles reversal, but they had won by like 10. I think I don't know 2 Super Bowls ago. I don't fucking know. I'm not that tapped in on that part. Anyway, needless to say, the most important part of the Super Bowl, the only thing that I fucking tuned in for, gave a shit about, was the halftime show. Kendrick Lamar. Also found out SZA was actually in it too. It was like rumored that she might be, but she was a part of the performance as well. Shit, we had Serena Williams fucking crip walking and shit. That shit was crazy. The biggest question about the Kendrick Lamar headline for this was, is he going to do Not Like Us? Is he going to call Drake a pedophile? Are we going to get an A minor? And we got the last part for sure. He did perform it. He teased it, which I liked. I liked that he kind of like set it up at a couple moments throughout and then finally like just did the song. They edited pedophile, but obviously, you knew what he was saying there. But yeah, I mean, the whole thing was a vibe. It was, in my opinion, the best performance. Granted, I know there's some bangers. I'm sure there's going to be people typing, this one was better. Oh, that one was better. But like, to me, this one and the Rihanna one, as of late, were like the best ones. I think someone mentioned like Prince at the Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure Beyonce was at the Super Bowl too. So, and how could I forget that? But, iconic for sure. But I loved the composition, especially with Kendrick's and Rihanna's. Just having the focus be more on one artist, I think, is like a cooler experience because this is like a big artist, and essentially you're paying all this for a fucking football ticket. You might as well get a cool show in the middle of it. Needless to say, on top of, just the big moment of will he or won't he actually, parade on Drake's fucking body or not, I think the overall show was really cohesive. It told a story throughout. I mean, shit, you had Samuel L. Jackson in that bitch too. It was awesome. It was amazing. Also, had political undertones, other messages. Of course, I mean, this is Kendrick Lamar we're talking about. It's not just going to be a straightforward affair situation. There's going to be a lot of subliminal shit involved. And also, I loved the discourse that I woke up to the next day. People anyone who was conservative was like, "Oh, that was so boring. Oh, it was so whack. Oh, where's the fun? This is stupid. Honk shoo mimi." Like everyone was mad. Ted Nugent was mad, and I'm sorry. I know that if something is pissing off his ass, then we're on to something. It's a banger. Also, bro, you be talking to A minors too. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. Fuck Ted Nugent, man. Cat scratch fever. Ugh, I can't wait for him to go. Anyway, so yeah, overall, I enjoyed the bit that I watched. Though I will say, I think I was probably asleep before the Super Bowl even ended. I was, it's Sunday. It's Sunday vibes. So, I got done podcasting. I played my little game after the halftime show. I was done. I was cooked. I was good to go. So yeah, there we go. Talking about the Super Bowl, that's done, that's dusted. Let's move on to the rest of the news. From CNN, 2 people charged in fatal stabbing of Fort Campbell soldier in Tennessee, police say. 2 people have been charged in the death of a Fort Campbell soldier who was stabbed nearly 70 times last year, police said Saturday. Sophia Rodas, 35, has been charged with first-degree murder and tampering with evidence in the death of U.S. U.S. Army PFC Katia Duenas Aguilar, 23. The Clarksville Police Department said in a news release. Aguilar's body was found in her home in the Tennessee city of Clarksville in May. Reynaldo Salinas Cruz, Aguilar's husband, has been charged with tampering with evidence in her death. Both Salinas Cruz, 40, and Rojas had been held on unrelated federal charges, and they were extradited to Clarksville on Friday, police said. Their lawyers in the federal cases did not immediately return calls on Saturday. The details related to the charges were not immediately available. So yeah, I mean, that's all of the details that we have as of right now. I'm pretty certain that I covered the story. I feel like I covered the story maybe back last year. Maybe not. Maybe this is our first time talking about the story. I know that happens sometimes where I think I covered a thing, but really I just read the thing or, whatever, what have you. But that being said, I felt like this was definitely an interesting story to talk about. So I would definitely try to keep you updated from here. Moving on though, we gotta talk Trump. We're back in the Trump verse. We're talking fucking tariffs and tariffs and more, really. But from the BBC, bit of an update ticker here. We're just gonna read through some stuff. President Donald Trump has announced a 25% import tax on all steel and aluminum entering the U.S. Trump says it applies to all countries without exceptions, but he later said he would consider an exception for Australia because it has a trade surplus. The president also says he's planning to impose reciprocal tariffs on countries who tax U.S. imports, but did not specify which nations would be targeted or if there would be any exceptions. Trump has also said Hamas should return all hostages in Gaza by 12 o'clock on Saturday or all hell will break out. He did not elaborate on what he meant, but said Hamas would find out. Now, this is in regards to, I'm just going to read this headline here from the BBC. Hamas says it will postpone hostage release, blaming Israel. So Hamas has come out and said, hey, Israel is doing things that are violating the ceasefire deal that we have. I think it's also added pressure from Trump saying, hey, I'm going to fucking, take all you guys out, make a Riviera, and, that'll be a whole thing. And also, you guys can't come back. You guys won't be able to come back. So he had that. Needless to say, all this pressure has pushed Hamas into being like, no, why would we negotiate with you guys? Fuck this, So that's where we're at with that now. We will see if Trump makes good on his threat about them fucking around and finding out. I don't know. We don't even know what these things mean. He just be saying a lot of shit, and you never know what is he going to actually fully follow through with. You know what I mean? And what does that mean exactly? So That remains to be seen. But yeah, it looks like things might be taking a turn as of now in terms of any releasing of hostages or exchanging of prisoners or anything like that at this point. But, that's the news as we have it. But yeah, we have one more thing I wanted to cover before I let you go. This is about New York's favorite mayor. Maybe not favorite. I don't know. Maybe most corrupt. I don't know. Who can say? But we got an update on this man for sure. Let's go ahead and let's take our last break and we'll close it out. Also, I think this is me just right off the cuff. There's a tuna recall, I believe, from Costco and or Trader Joe's. I was going to cover that tomorrow, but I'm like, fuck it. We'll just mention that now. So yeah, be mindful of your tuna. I don't know if you recently bought that shit. I don't know. You just Google that real quick. You know what I mean? Sometimes that be happening. Recalls. Anyway, let's take our last break. Oh. Okay. From excuse me. From NBC News. Justice Department orders charges against NYC Mayor Eric Adams dismissed. Dismissed, y'all. Now, normally I say, hey, I'm not surprised by the X or Y thing happening. We've seen it all. We've done it all. At least that feels that way. But this one, no, this surprised me. Acting U.S. Deputy Attorney General Emil Bove has ordered federal prosecutors in New York to drop corruption charges against New York City Mayor Eric Adams, a senior Justice Department official said Monday evening. The order is for all charges against Adams to be dismissed, and the dismissal is without prejudice, the official said, meaning charges could be refiled in the future. I mean, I guess that's like the silver lining to that. The charges have not yet been dismissed, and federal prosecutors in New York did not immediately respond to a request for comment. A dismissal would have to come in a motion from prosecutors in the Southern District of New York, where the charges were brought. A motion to dismiss would also have to be reviewed by a judge. Adam, a former New York police department captain, elected mayor in 2021, was charged with bribery, fraud, and other counts in an indictment in September. The indictment accused Adams of taking $100,000 worth of free plane tickets and luxury hotel stays from wealthy Turkish nationals and at least one government official in a nearly decade-long corruption scheme. Now, y'all remember, I'm a little snotty, but y'all remember when I covered this shit, I was talking about this shit like it was a birthday present because I was so happy that this guy got fucking done up for some corruption charges. Because fuck this dude. He's a piece of shit. He's a do-nothing ass mayor. This was a guy who could never win on a Republican ticket. So he said, you know what? I'm going to try to make it happen on a Democratic ticket. And he fucking got there somehow. So, good for him. He got to live his dreams. He got to be in clubs and, schmooze with celebrities and shit and whatever. But no, man, you got done up for fucking taking it to the maximum. You know what I mean? You should at least be having your goddamn day in court as far as I'm concerned. So the idea that the Department of Justice is going to say, you know what? Let's just fucking drop this shit. We have better things to do. There's bigger fish to fry. There's other things to worry about. You guys just drop this case. Let it go. It's weird to me. It's crazy to me. Also because Eric Adams is a Democrat. At least he's a Democrat running as such. So to me, maybe this is an olive branch attempt from this administration, this Department of Justice to be like, see, we're not political. This is a Democratic, elected official. We don't care. He shouldn't be charged. Da, 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 da. But to me, this feels like Trump, who is a New Yorker, Eric Adams is a New Yorker, and unlike Menendez, who begged and pleaded for anybody, Biden, please pardon me. Trump, please pardon me. I think it worked for Adams with Trump, where it's like, hey, he was just like, fuck this shit. Yeah, this is politically motivated. I know how Trump feels. Shit's fucked up. And I guess that resonated with Trump, maybe, but not to say, hey, I have no means to say that Trump passes on down, but I don't know, man. This shit just feels so weird. It just feels so bizarre. Like, let this motherfucker have his day in court. Run him through the paces, man. I don't see fucking why not. But I mean, we'll see if this fully gets dropped or whatever. This is some breaking news ass fucking shit. So I was like, God damn, I gotta talk about this. Because they're taking my gift away. They're taking it away. It's like my birthday is being undone. That's what this feels like. But no, it is what it is. I'll keep you posted on any updates from this shit. Whatever, man. Boo. But yeah, we'll go ahead and close it out there. That's the episode. If you'd like to help out, support the effort, I do have a Patreon. Patreon.com/IsaiahNews. Become a newsie today. Free ways to hit me up, IsaiahNews1@gmail.com. Feel free to follow me or the podcast on any of the socials. Subscribe to the YouTube. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Spotify, whatever platform you're listening on right now. Or all of them. Just collect them all, like Infinity Stones. You know what I mean? You'll never miss an episode that way. That's for sure. But yeah, leave a like, leave a cool comment. Sharing is caring. Hopefully I see you soon for some more good news. I love you. Bye-bye. Mwah.